Next year, I'm living in a house. I did have to start looking in April of last year, my sophomore year.
Is that normal to look that early for a house?
Definitely.
Wow.
And we had even some girl, like, we thought we were a little late. Like, some girls were like, oh, you guys haven't started looking yet? I was like, no.
What do you mean?
Yeah, like, what do you mean? What are you talking about?
They say college is the best 4 years of your life, and where you live and who you live with is a big part of what makes it so great. I'm Laura. I talk with students across the country about their college living experiences, the good, the bad, and the memorable, so you can learn from them and truly make these your best 4. Rambler College Park is a new student apartment opening near the University of Maryland fall 2027. With floor plan options that range from studio to 5 bedrooms, there's a perfect layout for every lifestyle. Designed with Maryland students in mind, you'll find curated interiors and next-level amenities that make everyday living feel effortless. Think courtyards, a heated outdoor spa, a state-of-the-art fitness center and yoga studio, a dedicated study lounge, and an on-site coffee shop, Daydreamer Cafe. Be sure to join the VIP list so you're the first to know when Rambler starts leasing on their website, ramblercollegepark.com. Again, that's ramblercollegepark.com. Today, I'm here with Constance.
Hi.
Hi, Constance.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm so excited to dive into your housing journey here at UMD. But first, tell me about you.
So my name is Constance. I'm a junior at the University of Maryland. I'm a marketing major, and I'm from Northern Virginia.
Cool. And how did you decide to go to UMD?
So my dad has worked here pretty much all my life. So I've always been around Maryland, go Terps all the time. And here I am.
Yeah. Was it like your top choice, or did you apply to some other schools?
Definitely one of my tops. Yeah, I applied to a lot of the Virginia schools as well. And I ended up getting in here, which was awesome. And the business school was great. I loved just big school, sports, close enough to the city. It just kind of had everything I wanted. And I get free tuition as well, which is obviously a major factor.
That
It's
is
awesome. And I'm very lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is like the University of Maryland? Like, what are they known for? Like, what are the top schools?
I would say that the University of Maryland is mostly known for computer science. That's a really big one here. And also our business school. We just moved up, I think, to 16th nationally, like as a whole, the University of Maryland. So yeah, I would probably say business and computer science are the biggest.
And the marketing school, like marketing is within the business school.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So that was like a big, and you knew you wanted to study marketing going?
I did a lot of like business clubs and stuff in high school. So definitely always interested me for sure.
Yeah, cool. So because your dad works here, how much did you know about housing, like coming into UMD?
Honestly, still nothing. Because obviously, like, he doesn't really get to see that kind of stuff. So I came in pretty blind. I had absolutely no idea what it was going to be like.
Yeah. Did you do any like research before?
A little bit. I watched like, some YouTube videos like UMD dorm tour.
Yeah.
But some of them are a little outdated and stuff. But definitely just trying to Google pictures and like look and be like, how big is this on my screen and how big will it be in real life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you go to TikTok at all? I'm curious. Like
A little bit. I feel like there's kind of a lack of UMD on TikTok. I don't know what's up with that, but I saw a few, but not a lot.
Yeah. Are there like UMD like influencers like doing like Day in My Lives?
I feel like not really. I feel like we're kind of in an influencer drought here a little bit.
How did the like housing for your freshman year, like how did that process work? Like,
So
did you start?
yeah. So first I started looking for my roommate. I went to one of like, the UMD 27 Instagram pages and I posted on there. And just a lot of DMing. Hi, how are you? I like the same things as you. But it was definitely a very lengthy process.
Yeah.
Also, I was in Carillon Communities, which is a living learning community here. So that kind of limited my pool a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, finding my roommate, we FaceTimed. I was obsessed with her. She's still my best friend. I love her so much.
Yeah.
She came to visit me. We had a sleepover. It was awesome.
Cool.
And
Did she live close by?
she is from a little bit outside of Philly, so about 3.5 hours from me. So
Okay.
not too far. And yeah, it was awesome. And
Yeah.
and we were instantly best friends.
You said that it was a really lengthy process finding your roommate.
Yes, a little bit.
How many DMs do you think that you like sent out? Like,
Oh my gosh. Probably 100.
Wow.
Like seriously. Or maybe a little less. But it was just a lot of, this is like hope to see you when we get to campus type of thing. And then also people would like DM me. So
What were you like looking for, like in terms of who you wanted to DM?
Definitely somebody fun, just somebody who like looked like they were having fun, which I know it's probably bad to judge people off of like 8 slides
Yeah.
on some Instagram, but Yeah, just somebody who looked like they were having fun with their friends and just looked like they had like some consistent good girlfriends, I think, a little bit, because I was looking for that too.
Right. So that's funny. It's like you're crafting almost like a dating profile.
1,000%.
What photos like would you suggest like people put on their posts?
Just having fun with your friends.
Like do you want like a solo?
Maybe
so
some
people
solos
know
in
who
there.
you
Just like I
are?
can kind of see your vibe. I think like some people maybe like if they had like a specific hobby, they would post that too. I like don't really play any sports or anything, so that wasn't really me. But
Yeah.
yeah, just pictures with friends, some cute solos, just doing your thing, I think for sure.
Yeah. And what do you like put in the actual post itself?
All of them ended up looking really similar. It was just kind of like, hi, this is my name. I'm from here. This is my major or my intended major. I'm looking to rush or I'm not looking to rush.
Right.
I'm always down to go out or for a night in.
Right.
DM me.
That will like tell a lot. Like
yes.
in or like night out.
Yes.
So you found your roommate, you guys did a sleepover.
Yes.
And then after that, like what was the process? Or talk to me about Carillon Communities.
So Carillon Communities is one of the living and learning communities. It's a little less strict. Some living learning communities have like very specific designated dorms. Carillon was kind of just all in one community called the Denton community. And that's where my dorm ended up being in Easton. So I don't know really what the selection process was like, but I got an email saying I had been invited to Carillon Communities, and then there's 10 communities within it. And it's just a bunch of niche things like exploring AI. There was like health science, and I did weather and climate, which honestly has nothing to do with my major. Was not really interested in it before, but it was so cool to learn about.
Yeah.
So I was in the weather and climate community, and I got put in Easton.
So you ended up at Carillon Community. So would you say that that's kind of like a hack? Like
a little bit for sure. I think that some people were a little wary about it because they were like, oh, it's going to be additional work or it's limiting who can be my roommate, that kind of stuff. And I was also a little bit nervous about that at first, but it ended up working out great. I met all my best friends. I loved Easton so much, and it was awesome. And it also made the pool a little bit smaller, and I think it made it a little bit easier to meet friends because it was like we're all kind of in this together.
Yeah, and you only have to take the like class for
first semester. Only. And it's you do one class specifically for whatever you're doing. So I did a weather and climate class, and then there's also a 1-credit course called Idea 101, I think. And it's just like how to be a creative thinker, how to make solutions in the real world. It was pretty cool, honestly. I enjoyed it. So
yeah. And then being in Carillon Communities, you for sure were going to get a dorm with AC. Right.
I believe so. I don't know if it's 100%, but the Denton community dorms do have AC. Yeah.
Yeah. So you ended up at Easton. Okay. So tell me, how did that work with your roommate? Like because you guys decided you want to live together first and then you go in the dorm?
Yeah. So there was like a portal where you could submit, if you didn't have a roommate, you could do like a survey or something and they would match you with somebody similar, or if you had somebody specific in mind, you could just put their first and last name and they would put you together.
Okay.
So,
and it works normally.
Yeah, it works. I mean, I've never heard of anybody having an issue with it. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And talk to me about your experience at Easton.
I love Easton. It's my favorite place in the world. I met all my best friends there. They're still my girls for life. It has AC. It has communal bathrooms, which aren't too bad. I mean, obviously not ideal, but they're not bad at all. Our room wasn't big for sure, but it wasn't too small either. It was a decent size. And yeah, there was like a communal area with like some couches and some tables to study and a microwave, and we would like play movies in there on a projector. It was fun.
Yeah. Was it very social? Like,
I would say it depended on the floor. Like, I think our floor was a little bit more social. I remember floor 3, like that was where it was at. Like, we're going out tonight and we're meeting on floor 3. Like, be there.
Were you on floor 3?
No, I was on floor 7.
So
yeah, so I would
floor
make
3
the trip
was
down.
The place to be.
Yes, for sure. Yeah.
And then like, did people like leave their doors open on the first week?
Yeah,
like,
yes, for sure. Yeah, just like meeting a bunch of people. We still have a group chat called Easton to this day on Snapchat, and like we'll just like text it every once in a while and just be like, hey, how are you guys? Like, it's awesome.
Would you recommend people do that then? Like, leave their door open?
Yes,
did you just go like knocking on people, or like how did you introduce yourself to everybody?
Honestly, a lot of just like seeing people in the bathroom, and I was like, oh hey, I've seen you like 3 times, like how are you? But yeah, definitely leaving the door open. A lot in the communal areas. Yeah, just like being social and just saying hi to people. I mean, everybody's so nervous your first week.
Yeah.
It's not going to hurt to just say hi and be kind and where are you from? What's your major? That kind of stuff.
This episode is brought to you by Daydreamer Cafe, every college student's favorite coffee shop. Daydreamer offers handcrafted coffee, espresso, and my personal favorite, matcha, in a beautifully designed space. With a location opening on the ground floor of Rambler College Park in fall 2027, Daydreamer will be the perfect spot for Maryland students to grab a coffee or study with friends. But even sooner, you can catch a Daydreamer pop-up inside the Rambler leasing office in fall 2026. Be sure to follow Rambler College Park on Instagram for sneak peeks and updates. Everyone in Easton, like, did they have a bunch of like different majors, or do they kind of like group people by major? Is it
Lots of different
random?
majors.
Okay.
Carolyn, I think like covers every major.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my roommate, for example, was a psych major. I had kinesiology majors, CS majors, everything.
That's nice. So it's like you get out of your bubble.
Yes, for sure.
Because like some schools, they like the dorms are based on major.
Yeah.
So you're seeing the same people in the dorm as you're in your classes. Yeah. So it is kind of nice that you guys
for sure, yeah,
are all at random. So what were some pros of living at Easton, and maybe what were some cons?
So some pros, definitely the AC. I just feel like I had a very homey vibe. I feel like the Denton community in general, I just like the layout of the dorm was great. We had the 251 dining hall right outside. So it was the center and then 4 Denton dorms around it. So that was awesome. We had this area on the first floor that we would call the nail salon because my friend Ella does nails and you could like come and get your nails done and we would always hang out in there and like DoorDash sushi and eat it in there.
Love.
Yeah, and then some of the cons, I guess, is that there definitely are nicer dorms for sure.
Right.
There's dorms like Pyeongchang and Johnson Whittle that have bigger rooms, you know, like individual bathrooms, that kind of thing.
So if you were to like have any choice in dorm, what would it be?
Probably Pyeongchang or Johnson Whittle. I have like an emotional attachment to Easton, so I want to say Easton, but realistically, Pyeongchang or Johnson Whittle.
And are they all close to each other? Because they're all on like North Campus.
Yes,
right?
they're all pretty close. There are some freshman dorms on South Campus, but it's a very limited number of people who are over there, and I don't really know the specifics of why. I'm assuming it's just random. But like I personally don't really know anybody who lived on South their freshman year.
In your classes, because you're a business major, are mostly in Van Munching, right?
Yes.
So what was that like? Walk like that commute?
It wasn't too bad. There's like this big long parking lot against the back of the soccer field, so I would just walk up there and back every day. It's probably like a 15-minute walk.
Okay,
not the worst ever.
That's not that bad.
Yeah, no.
And then right now they're like installing like a tram, right?
Yes. I think it's the purple line or the silver line. I might sound really dumb right now because they've been.
I think it's
for like
purple.
10 years. Yeah. Yeah. So definitely the construction. I've never really noticed a disruption with it with my walking, but I guess maybe like if you commute, it might like cause traffic. But
and is that just gonna like connect?
I think it's just gonna connect like all the metro to DC, so you can like literally just like walk outside your class and go to DC.
Nice,
because we do have like a metro station that's close, but I guess not that close. So
do you go to DC a lot?
Honestly, not as much as I should. I mean, I grew up in Northern Virginia, so I would go all the time. I personally am a little sick of it, but I love like going to Georgetown and shopping and the museums and all that.
Yeah. So overall, you had a good, positive experience of Easton.
Absolutely.
When did you start thinking about where you were going to live your sophomore year?
Yeah. So I think all sororities at the University of Maryland have a 1-year live-in requirement with priority for sophomores. So when I came in, I was expecting to rush, so I didn't really look at apartments or anything yet because I assumed that I would be living in the sorority house.
Right.
That does make it a little bit complicated though, because maybe you don't know you want to rush and you get an apartment, or maybe you drop out of recruitment and now you have to start scrambling. So
yeah. So you rushed. What was your like rush experience like?
Also awesome. Like I really liked it. I met a lot of great girls. I still see girls who like, you know, recruited me in different sororities, and everybody's just like so nice and will say hey. It's awesome.
Nice.
And I love where I ended up. I love Alpha Zeta Delta. It's awesome.
Yeah. If you had like any advice for like somebody that's about to go through recruitment, like what would it be?
It sounds corny, but like seriously, just be yourself. Like I think that sometimes when you're talking to these girls and they're beautiful, you know, they're a little intimidating, but I think now that I've been on the other side of it, I value a girl who's just like can just like be a little weird and laugh and be goofy and be silly. I think that's the best, and those are the most memorable conversations.
Yeah. I wanted to back up just a little bit before we go into sophomore year. And I kind of wanted to talk about your like transition into college because I do think it's a big one. And how was it for you?
I am very lucky that obviously my dad works on campus, so I had him. But I mean, definitely a little bit of a struggle. I think any big transition like that is a little bit difficult. As I said, I really liked my roommate, which was awesome. I met a bunch of great girls, which was also awesome, but definitely difficult. A little bit of homesickness, missing my friends from home, that kind of thing for sure.
Yeah. And you mentioned that you had a great roommate.
Yes.
How do you be a good roommate?
I think first just I've never shared a room with anybody before college, and neither had she. She's an only child, so I was definitely a little bit nervous coming in. But just getting to know each other. I mean, I guess I could say setting boundaries, but I feel like we never really had that issue. Just like being friends with them and just being honest, being open. Like if it's like, oh my gosh, like you know, didn't take the trash out. It's like, just let them know and then they'll do it. Like, I think just being open and honest. But yeah, just being friends first, I think is the most important thing. Being comforting, because the transition from home is so difficult. Just being there for each other because you guys are in it together and you probably understand it better than anybody else.
Yeah. So you went from living in a dorm to then living in a sorority house with how many, like 30, 40 other
I would say 30 to 40 girls. Yeah.
How was that?
I really did enjoy it. It was just so fun. Like, I mean, you can just walk out of your room and you need a dress, you need a like curling iron, you need anything, somebody has it. Very social, very fun. Like, you guys all go out together all the time. And it's just very high energy for sure, which can also be a little bit tiring though. Sometimes, like, if you don't always have the social battery on, maybe you're just trying to like go get your laundry and you know you see like 10 people on the way down, and you're like, oh my gosh, wait, how was your weekend, you know? So definitely that a little bit, but I really enjoyed it and I had a great experience.
So when you have those moments when you're kind of like, oh gosh, I just kind of don't want to see anybody right now, like, what did you do? Like, or if you were having a bad day, you know?
I think honestly, like, my room really was my safe space. I got really lucky. My room was supposed to be a triple and ended up being a double, so it was like massive. It was on the third floor, like tucked into its own little corner. So definitely that. And also I just feel like as we kind of all got to know each other more and got more comfortable with each other, it was just kind of like, okay, she's just going to get her laundry. Like, we don't have to, you know, like,
we don't have
like,
to
toggle right this second.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think just like getting closer with all the girls in the house and just like knowing what the vibes were. Like, maybe if it's like a Sunday morning, maybe we can just keep it quiet. Maybe we don't have to. Quiet. Maybe we can talk later.
Did you guys have like quiet hours or?
No, we did not.
Okay.
I feel like honestly everybody in the house though was like pretty respectful. Like, if there wasn't, we had like one big group chat. Like, if somebody was like, hey, look, could you guys keep it down a little bit? I have a test tomorrow. That would be done. So.
Right. And how did you get placed with your roommate in the AZD house?
So we also chose each other. So we met my freshman year after recruitment in the spring semester. And we just vibed with each other, and she just texted me and she was like, want a room? And I was like, yeah, why not? Ended up working out great. I live with her now still. So
amazing.
Awesome. Yeah.
Landmark College Park is a premier student apartment located just steps from the University of Maryland. With floor plans ranging from studios to 4 bedrooms, Landmark offers spaces designed for every kind of Maryland student. And with Dunkin' on the first floor, your daily dose of caffeine is right downstairs. Plus, with the College Park Metro Station, local restaurants, and campus hotspots just steps away, everything you need is within reach. Use code BEST4 when you apply to get your application fee waived. That's code BEST4, BESTFOUR. Talk to me about your favorite memory living in the sorority house.
My favorite memory is honestly probably during recruitment, because you spend a lot of time in the basement, like 12 hours a day in the basement with your entire sorority, and we're not often in the same room together for that long. And it's like silly is the only way I can describe it. Like, you're borderline delirious, you know, you're doing the silly stuff and then running upstairs and being like, hello, welcome to Alpha Zeta Delta. It's very silly, very fun. You get to kind of hang out with the older girls that maybe you don't know as well.
Yeah.
Super fun. Yeah.
Yeah. And then how soon did you guys start looking for housing your junior year?
So we started looking for housing for our junior year in, I would say, mid to late September. That's when we started kind of touring, asking around who lived where, what do you like about it, how much is it, that kind of stuff.
How many people did you talk to? Was it mostly like people that were living at those places?
Yes. I would say like a lot of like my older sorority sisters were very spread out into different apartments. So just asking them, how was it? Do you like it? What's wrong with it? What don't you like? That kind of stuff.
Yeah. And what apartments were you like considering between?
Honestly, mostly here, Landmark and the Standard. We toured the Standard first. We really liked it. And then one of the girls we were going to live with decided that she was going to be the president, and they have another live-in requirement. So we lost her.
Okay.
And then kind of in the shuffle, we kind of lost the Standard kick, and then we ended up touring Landmark, and we really liked it.
Yeah. What did you like about Landmark? Like, what were your non-negotiables like going in?
I think definitely the amenities are great. The gym is great. The sauna is great. Also just like the layout of the apartment is really nice. I think it has like a good social area in the middle, but also everybody like has their own space, obviously.
Yeah.
The location for sure, because one of my roommates is pre-med, and so she's kind of on one side of campus, the business school is on the other, so we wanted something kind of in the middle.
Okay, yeah, so kind of like compromise
Yes.
in between. So did you tour both the Standard and Landmark?
Yeah, so the Standard we went on an official tour, and then Landmark we just like met up with some of our friends, and they were like, just come see our apartment.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So you were able to like see it all. Did they kind of take you through like the amenities?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then when you went to the Standard for your official tour, did you have like a list of questions that you asked? Like, what are questions that students should be asking when they're going on these tours?
Definitely the price, and are prices locked in? Are they negotiable? When will they be locked in by? I think that's because they kind of do like the dynamic pricing where depending on when you sign. So I think just having them be open and honest about that and being straight up. The amenities for sure, like are they 24 hours? When can we use them?
Right. And then with the price and like locking it in, are there like extra fees or anything?
Yeah. So now, like I pay for a parking spot, which is obviously optional. I think we have like $1 a month like pest control fee, which I mean I haven't seen any pests, so I guess it's working.
So it's working.
Yeah. And yeah, definitely a few small hidden fees, but nothing too crazy.
So you're living at Landmark right now, currently in your junior year. So I'm curious, have you ever considered living in like a brand new building?
For sure. Yeah. Depending on where it was and what the amenities were, 100%.
At some like other schools, like moving to the new build is like the cool thing to do.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really seem like that's like the culture here.
Not as much. I think the Standard is the newest out of all of them, and I definitely think that the Standard like has some attention on it, but I wouldn't say that anybody's in a rush to live there.
Yeah. So how has your experience
It's
here?
really good. We're going on month 2 now. So it's been great so far. First time like cooking all my own meals,
Right.
all of that stuff.
First time having your own room.
Yes.
Talk to me about that.
Yes. I'm honestly a little lonely. Like I walk out a lot into the living room. I'm like, okay, like who wants to hang out now?
Yeah.
So definitely a little lonely comparatively, but it's also been fun.
Would you like, given the option, shared a room again?
I don't know if I would have shared a room again. Like I think it had its time, but I honestly never minded sharing a room either. So
Yeah.
but it's fun to have my own.
Yeah. And then there's a pretty big Greek community at Landmark, right?
Yes, for sure.
And what other apartments like do Greek people end up at for the most part?
I would say that it's spread pretty evenly. Here, Landmark, the Standard, the Hub, the Union.
And do most Greek people go like dorm, sorority house, apartment house, or like what's the normal trajectory?
Most girls, yes. Boys, I feel like it's a little bit different. I feel like I know a good amount of boys that migrate that are living in houses now, and they will again as seniors, or maybe they're living in their frat chapter house now, and they already lived in a house. It's a little more muddled for boys, but I would say for most girls, yes, it goes dorm, sorority house, apartment, senior house, or apartment again.
Yeah. And I want to talk about where you're living your senior year, so next year,
Yes.
and how you locked it in last year, your sophomore year. Talk to me about that.
So next year I'm living in a house, one of our kind of passed down houses. Our older girls live there now. So yeah, I did have to start looking as a sophomore. We started kind of looking around and trying to figure out who we were going to live with and where, I would say in April of last year, my sophomore year. And we signed the lease end of May, beginning of June.
Wow. So is that normal to look that early for a house?
Definitely.
Wow.
And we had even some girl, like we thought we were a little late. Like some girls were like, oh, you guys haven't started looking yet? I was like, no.
What do you mean?
Yeah, like what do you mean? What are you talking about? Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you were a little late to the game. How was that process? Like, who did you talk to? Like, did you tour the house?
So there's this one service called College Living, and they kind of, I guess, own a lot of the properties that people live in their senior year, like a lot of the senior pass down houses. They own a lot of them. And they were so nice. They kind of gave us first priority because some of our girls are living there now.
Yeah. And
So
y'all just reach out to them?
yeah, we just reached out. I think one of the girls who's living there now, she gave me their number. I texted them. Super nice, very informative. And they were like, well, it's a very competitive property, but since you guys know the girls living there now, if you have first pick, basically. So if you want to come tour it now, and if you guys can like get on the lease, then it's yours. And we did that.
Nice. Did you think about living anywhere else? Like,
Not really, like apartment wise or housing wise.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, or did you have a backup? Like, if that would have fallen through?
Honestly, no, it's a little bit scary. I mean, I've always really wanted to live in a house my senior year. I think it's just so college, to like live in a house like that. If we hadn't been able to find one, the backup plan probably would have been an apartment.
Right.
But I definitely really wanted a house. And I guess like there are other properties we could have looked at. But yeah, when they're like, if you want it, it's yours. You just have to get on it. I was like, oh,
We're going to get on it.
We're going to get
Yeah.
on it. You can trust me.
Where are the houses? Like,
So they're all in Old Town. So that's where, yeah, just like that's where all the houses are. There's also some like Greek life chapter houses there as well. But yeah, it's mostly just senior houses, and then also like frat houses where they throw parties are in Old Town as well.
so how far away is that from campus? Like, are you able to walk? Do you have to drive?
Yeah, it's just a few streets down. So I would say probably like a 10 to 15-minute walk to campus.
And does that is that fine?
I think that's fine.
Yeah. Are you gonna walk? Or are you gonna like drive? Like,
I'll probably walk.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I say that. Hopefully I will walk.
yeah. So you guys have already locked it in. And you said it was really competitive. Would you say that housing at UMD is competitive in general?
I would say that the housing is a little bit competitive. As I said, they were very nice to us and kind of let us have a little bit of a priority. But I know that sometimes that doesn't happen, or some people don't hop on the lease fast enough. And at the end of the day, they are a business trying to make the most money. They're going to give the house to whoever's willing to pay as soon as possible. So yeah, I can definitely get a little dodgy. Like, I know one of our senior houses that I really, really, really loved is no longer with any girls in our sorority, which is very sad.
Oh, wow.
And then once it's gone, it's kind of like, okay,
Then it's gone.
it's gone. I mean, unless at some point down the line, there's a little gap again where somebody can jump on it. But I mean, somebody was just faster. And that's why it keeps getting more competitive every year, faster and faster every year, because people just keep doing it earlier and earlier because these things happen. Yeah.
If you didn't end up in a house and you stayed in an apartment, do you think you would stay at Landmark, or do you think you would try like another apartment?
I do think I would stay here. I like it a lot. I would see no reason to leave really, or like try something new. I don't have any complaints, so I probably would stay here.
Yeah. What is one piece of advice that you would give an incoming UMD student? It doesn't have to be about housing.
Talk to everybody. Like, be as outgoing as you can, even if it makes you a little uncomfortable the first few weeks, because that is how I met all my best friends who I still talk to now. You'll meet a girl like the second day and not see her again, and then she'll be in your class junior year when you don't have anybody else, and then she can be your lab partner or whatever. Just being outgoing, making an impression on everybody, being nice to everybody, and just, you're all in the same boat. It's scary. It is, but everybody's scared. So I think just having fun with it and just trying to be fun and outgoing.
Would you say that these are shaping up to be your best 4 years?
I would definitely say so, yeah.
Yeah, amazing. Well, thank you so much for coming out and talking to me today.
Thank you so much for letting me yap.
Yeah, we love to yap. And we will see you guys next time.